Welcome to Cut Up, a video series where I talk about specific scenes in movies and cut them up or constantly dive back into the Sandlerverse. This time we're talking about Jack and Jill, released in 2011. I've already talked about this film in my ranking of every Adam Sandler movie videos, and I'm going to get back to that, by the way. I've seen all his new movies, and I have my rankings up on Letterboxd and the podcast. But I want to talk about what I think might be the worst Thanksgiving scene in a movie I have ever seen. Jack and Jill sucks thick donkey dong, and it's not even Adam Sandler's worst movie. And no scene better represents this movie than the Thanksgiving scene. It starts less than 10 minutes into Jack and Jill, so let's go through this scene and talk about it like a fine toilet wine brewing in a gulag.
Oh, will you stop it already? These sweet potatoes need salt.
First, we have to talk about what happens. Let me just explain everything that happens in this short scene. Jill wakes up at 5:30 p.m. Jill joins the family for Thanksgiving dinner. Jill insults her sister-in-law. Otto is introduced. Jill insults Otto. Jill asks what's new. Jill is offended to find out news. Jill doesn't know movies. Jill says that Jack made his wife, Erin, convert religions. Jill is extremely rude and out of line.
Everyone has to be like Jack over here, even poor Gary. What does that mean? You made him switch from being Indian. What is wrong with you?
Jill is extremely rude and out of line again.
Did you ever think maybe he tapes things to himself because he doesn't feel connected, to his real parents?
Jill congratulates herself for saying horrible things. A child asks if Jack and Jill have twin powers. Jack denies. A child punches an adult woman. Jack approves. Erin demands Jack and Jill finish each other's sentences. Jack is upset that Jill cannot finish his sentences. Jill says her and Jack know a twin language. Jack yells at Jill.
I can't stand you being here!
Otto decides to leave. Jill insults Otto again. Jill runs into the woods.
I'm sleeping out here in the woods! At least the animals will be nice!
By the time this scene was over, I had felt like I had lived 1,000 lifetimes. I forgot what the movie was about. Want to guess the length of this scene? It's almost exactly 6 minutes. I'm pretty sure this list has 3 acts in it. This movie affects space and time. Even the background is warped and stretched. I can't believe that this was only 6 minutes of my life. It feels like we should have already terraformed Mars at this point. I forgot it was supposed to be Thanksgiving. And that brings me to my next point. None of this feels like Thanksgiving. You would think that it would be pretty easy to make a scene that has a Thanksgiving feel. It's a pretty by-the-books holiday with staples that everyone knows and make it easy to convey what you want to the audience. It's so simple. All you need is family and food. This is not Thanksgiving. It's so sterile. This is the food? We don't see any cooking. We never even see the full turkey. It's already hacked up with tiny little scraps of turkey on some plates. We don't even see the kitchen at all, actually. We don't see anyone eat. Adam Sandler has the smallest little bit of mashed potatoes on his fork for a fraction of a second, and then they're gone in the next shot. Here we go. KatieHolmes has a big bite of food on her fork. It's right there. You're so close. Dang it! Oh, okay, maybe add some gravy before you eat. There's no gravy in that boat. It's a lie. Oh, Adam Sandler's about to eat. Cut away. Come on. What's he doing? Oh, he's blowing his nose in a cloth napkin. Nice. Okay, what else we got? Okay, freeze it. We have food. We have an upward motion. Oh my God, yes. Okay, so I scrubbed through this whole thing after I lost my mind for a solid minute, and counting that Sandler nibble, I found 4 nibbles. The grandpa here, Otto here, and the biggest bite seems to be from Salt Shaker Kid. It's hard to tell because it's in front of this cup. he might not be eating at all. Either way, my point is, this doesn't give off a Thanksgiving dinner feel. I mean, just look at their waters. Waters. Everyone just has waters. Not a glass of wine in sight. No drinks of any kind, except for warm, non-iced waters. Hey, Happy Madison Productions, you know they have fake ice, right? It's just plastic. You see it in almost every commercial. Why tepid-looking water? Look at that. KatieHolmes had to pull a hair out of her water. If you slow it down, you could actually see the exact moment she realizes how disgusting this table is. She goes to drink a water, and she's normal, she's fine, she's acting, and then right here, look at that face. Ugh, what was that? Oh, it's a little pube. All right, take that off. Looks over immediately at Adam Sandler screaming at her in that horrible Jill voice. And you could just see the look on her face, like she's just so over it. This whole table's disgusting. This whole set's disgusting. I hate being here. But then she looks up at the director and crew, and she's like, all right, I gotta be a professional here. Might as well reach for the most non-gross thing on this table here, and that's that empty gravy boat. So I hate how gross the table is. I hate how gross all the people are. Well, not all the people, just mostly Jack and Jill, really.
Hey, do you remember what Laki Maki Coco means? What does it mean again?
Jack, don't.
It means I can't stand you being here!
But for me, this was the worst Thanksgiving scene I have ever seen. It doesn't feel like Thanksgiving. The only jokes are old wives' tales about twins and Jill being mean and obnoxious. I could actually just feel all the writers in this scene. I could see them frantically trying to put in jokes here and there and just completely destroying the flow of conversation. This movie cost $79 million to make. So then why does it look like a Hallmark movie? It's kind of almost like Happy Madison is more of a money laundering service than an actual production company. This whole movie sucks, and this Thanksgiving Day scene sucks. If you've watched a worse Thanksgiving scene, please let me know. Or if you've seen a really awesome one, let me know. Okay, I need a Sandler break. I will get back to that. I think I'm going to touch on Uncut Gems next. Please subscribe, but only if you're cool. I'll get to those Sandler films in the near future. Please give me all your likes. Laters.